What's up, y'all? It's your boy Fifth Kage. Welcome to another chapter review that is, long overdue.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
I had tried to do chapter reviews of One Piece for a while, and honestly, I think the last one that we did was Kuma's backstory, where he was in the prison, where he was in Marijois, essentially as a slave, and then he, his father, his mother, both passed away, and he was fending for himself until he met Ivan and Ginny. Now, a lot has happened since then, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, this has been the best One Piece backstory that I have ever seen. Kuma has easily cracked my top 5, maybe 10, but honestly, bro, the way that things are going, he's really up there. All the pain and suffering that this man has went through, and yet he's still able to smile just because he's able to save his daughter's life, even after losing the love of his life, bro. The love of dragging you, and the fact that Bonnie is not Kuma's biological daughter, literally, I'm reading, right, and I'm seeing the time skips of 10 years, and then they're both adults, they're both 18, 20, 22. I'm literally Jenny is not pregnant yet. What is going on? And then she's kidnapped to Marijois, and then she comes back and she's pregnant. It just makes me sick to my stomach. But even though that's not his daughter, he still treats her like it's his. And but I would say the most important thing about this saga is the fact that Bonnie has transmitted a disease called Sapphire Scale from her mother, or Marijois in general, but Ginny had died from Sapphire Scale. She was covered in it head to toe as her lifeless body was brought up to shore. But now that Bonnie has it, they have to keep her isolated from any source of sunlight, because if she's exposed enough, she will die. So now Kuma is on a journey to find a way to cure her. And as he traveled, this is, oh my gosh, in the last chapter, I think it was the last chapter, either that or the chapter before, when he was going through all the spots that, oh my gosh, when he went through all the spots that he sent the Straw Hats, he was literally finding ways to cure Bonnie, but he went through all those spaces. I'm literally thinking in my head wow, this was it was all calculated. I'm not sure if it was calculated because he doesn't have a sense of self afterwards, right? But the fact that he's able to send everyone to a certain spot that he's already been to, and for a specific reason as well. Him sending Frankie to one of Vegapunk's old laboratories, that had purpose. When he sent Chopper to that village of the natives where they practice medicine, that had purpose. When he sent Usopp to the nomad who's literally living alone and does all these plant experiments, that had purpose. Ivan, Mihawk's Island, everything had a purpose, and it's so amazing to watch. And then eventually he finally meets up with Vegapunk, and Vegapunk straight up says, yeah, I got a way to cure her. It's just gonna take some money. That's it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought Vegapunk was going to be a scumbag. The fact that he said, I'm going to need something from you. I'm just okay, what is it? And then he explained, the money, and there could be a way to solve it where essentially, he gets his DNA. It wasn't explained at first. And so I got the wrong impression, because automatically I'm thinking so you want to make him into a pacifista? What kind of scumbag does that? I'm thinking he's doing this all for science, just because he wants to see something different, but he just wanted some blood so he can make his pacifistas in order to a government weapon, but he didn't have it in mind as a government weapon, just to protect, not to do all these bad acts and everything. He just wanted to protect the world. So I'm okay, Vegapunk, you all right. But at the same time, I'm they're letting all this information out, and Saint Garcia is listening, and it's pissing me off just thinking about the fact that it's all running through his head. What does Saint Garcia have against him? What are they, Buccaneers? The Buccaneers had to have something to do with his whole life or something, because the way that he's literally just making Kuma's life a living hell, it's so disgusting to read every single chapter. And Garcia's just oh, I know how I'm gonna screw over Kuma this time. I'm just bro, I don't get it. what is your deal? What is your issue? I just, oh. And so while he listens into this, he finally like makes his move and he's just like, nah, it's not happening like that. So like the way this is gonna work, Kuma, you gotta throw your whole personality away and you gotta give it to us. So like you're basically our weapon. You not gonna be trading information with the revolutionaries, with the pirates or anything. And you had to be a Shichibukai, but like you gotta give us everything. You gotta give us yourself. So you're our weapon now, not just a pacifist. You're our weapon. And I'm just like, oh, you scumbag, why are you doing this? The only thing that could make his whole existence worse, because people have theorized this, is if Garcia was the one who got Jenny pregnant. And I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case, because why would you be doing that and you'd be saying like, you know, like humans are like literally the bottom of the barrel, like I could never touch them, and then like all of a sudden, like, you're just like, yeah, I want that one right there. No, it's not going down like that. But the best thing is the fact that, like, oh my gosh, Kuma hears all this information, just saying, like, you have to be a Shishibukai. You got to be a pirate fighting for us. You got to not be near Bonnie for, like, how many years. Like, you won't see your daughter, like, forever, basically. Excuse me. You got to keep her under world government surveillance. You have to like lose all individuality, your sense of self, everything, yada yada yada. And he's hearing all this and he's just like, so there really is a way to cure my daughter, huh? You're the greatest character ever. You're amazing. Like, it's just the fact that like he's hearing all of this and the only thing that was on his mind is the fact that he could cure Bonnie. I'm just like, you are such a goat. Yeah, that's father of the year. Father of the year. And so he gets his time with Bonnie while he's running tests, and they're running tests on her, and then she's finally cured. Once she, well, like quote unquote, but she has like a year or so until she's fully cured. So they have to send her back to the island that she was at, Sorbet. And so basically, you know, keep them distance away while Kuma has to run these tests and finally like give his sense of self away eventually. But he's still able to write letters over to her, and Bonnie's, you know, relaxing with the people of Sorbet while under surveillance. But like, I hate those agents. Oh my gosh. But the important thing is that they are both, no, the important thing is that Bonnie is safe. And while all these tests are being run, etc., like he still has to act as a Shishibukai, so he has to go around, travel the world, and like do things for the government. So that led to the ending of the last chapter where he is headed towards Luffy's hometown. And you hear him, you hear Luffy in the forest like, Goma Goma no. I'm like, yo, there's no way we're getting an interaction, which then brings us to this chapter. Chapter 1101. Dear Bonnie. So now, as I said before, Kuma is now at the hometown of Luffy, Mount Kalubo, Kingdom of Goa, East Blue. And it looks like my man is really taking this Netflix thing to heart, where he's practicing these finishing moves in the forest like crazy. He's beating up, no, I don't think he's beating up no animals. He's just like destroying everything that he sees, like in terms of like trees and mountains, etc. He hit that Gomu no axe, and I'm like, dang. First off, I'm like looking at this, I'm like, you wasn't doing this pre-time skip. You wasn't doing this in East Blue arc. Don't lie to me, Oda, bro. You are gassing him. And as Kuma sees this, he's reminded of Dragon, a conversation that they had where they had passed the kingdom before, and like Kuma was like, you seem like familiar with this place. What's going on? And he mentions the fact that he saw a young boy there on the remote village of the outskirts. He's just like, he's hinting. He's just like, dragon, poke, poke, wink, wink. Like, what's going on? Is that your boy or what? And I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely don't know what happened here. Like, I'm like trying to figure out, because like Dragon's saying like, if you keep talking about this, you may as well kill me yourself. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? And like, he says, you know, a child is their parents' weak spot. And I'm like, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm reading this right now. I gotta look at it again. I'm just like, a child is their parents' weak spot. So is he basically saying if you go for Luffy, like, I don't know, bro. Dragon is still like, I'm not gonna lie, like what I'm seeing right now from Dragon, low-key a deadbeat. I don't care. I saw someone say something about like, the deadbeat allegations have been beat. I don't really see how they're beat, but like, hey, go off, go crazy, whatever. But is Kuma's looking at this kid in present time, like not present time, but like present time in like present time before like, like anything happens. So like 2 years before like anything happens. So like present time for Kuma right now. So like before the start of the series, you know what I'm saying? So Luffy is literally just like running these scenarios in his head, like just like, I got this super strong finishing move. Oh my gosh, I'm nice. Like I can't wait till I get my crew and I set sail. And bro, I'm not gonna lie, the next like going down the panel and I'm seeing Luffy 16 years old before he even set sail. I'm like, Oda, what are you trying to you trying to pull a fast one on me? He did not look like this. He looked like what's a good representation? The East Blue Luffy that I'm used to was Gumma no, like skinny, like he was like this. I'm like, there's no way, bro. Like once we got to Wano and like Oda was going off, I was like, oh, he put on some muscle, but like he was not putting on no muscle back then. But he's like bragging to his like wild friends, a tiger and a crocodile. He's just like, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm gonna get my crew. You guys can't be on it, you losers, because I beat you. I beat your butts. His stomach's grumbling. He's just like, no. And he's just like, don't worry, I don't eat wimps like you. You're right, they are wimps. Look at them cry. Like little babies. Like little bitches. Then Kuma's phone ringing, his baby. Oh, I can't even make that joke. Luffy turn around like, who? Who's that? They gave me chills and down the back of my spine. Chill out, Luffy. It's just the goat. It's just the goat. Don't worry. So then we finally get to see like Kuma in action to like his Shishibukai like tasks essentially. 'Cause, pirates being pirates, they're attacking like innocent people. Like there's a merchant ship that has been like burned down in the sea, and he's trying to say like Kuma's saving everyone from it, sending them to the nearest hospital, probably with like the pop, you know what I'm saying, pawpaw fruit, and he's getting orders to basically just destroy the pirates that did this, like send them into the water. Kuma being Kuma, he's saving everyone. He's just like, trying to be the pacifist in this situation, but he's getting orders shouted at him in his ear, to which I'm pretty sure like the world government and Navy are going crazy right now, because they're just like, yo, until Kuma becomes like, the power hungry machine without like a brain, like I'm so ready for that, because the way that he's doing business now, I can't stand it. Like, why is he trying to like save everyone? Why is he not killing everyone like the pirates? Why isn't he just like going all out? But that's just Kuma, that he doesn't want to kill anyone. He's just doing things his own way in order to like make sure that everyone essentially like lives, because he doesn't want to see people die. That's just not him. That's not his nature. And as he's doing this, he's sending his letters. Dear Bonnie, the world is full of beauty that can't be captured in photos or picture books. I long to see your bright smiling face as you experience such wonders for yourself. It's so beautiful, bro. Like as he's doing all of this, he knows his time is limited, so limited, but he's trying to like encapsulate all his feelings and send them to Bonnie to make sure that she knows that he still cares, he still loves her, that she like able to see that he's okay, you know what I'm saying, because she's probably still worried, like, where's my dad, like, is he okay? I'm not sure, because she's a smart kid, she probably speculating a little bit. It's just good to see Kuma like trying to reassure and just keep loving. Like, would Bonnie be able to send letters? Well, it would probably be intercepted at the same time, like the same thing that's happening right here. Because as we see, we go back to the Kingdom of Sorbet, Bonnie is looking for these letters like crazy. She's just like, is it here yet? Like, and like she's digging through the mailbox and nothing has been seen. It's probably been weeks now, like that she's not gotten a letter. And like she's looking at everyone, she's just like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Where's my letters? They're saying like, he might be busy with work, the coups might be messing up, but she keeps saying like, Daddy said he would write so many letters. Like, why am I not getting at least one? And then we see the reason why is because every time the Cuckoos, he's sending these letters along with the mail, newspaper. this one CP1, CP2, CP3, CP4, CPR agent just like exists to like cause pain. because she sees the coup drop the newspaper and mail. She picks up the letter. She's just like, oh my gosh, so adorable. She says, like, like, take this newspaper, drop it in the church with the rest of them, make sure that they get something. She takes this letter. She's just like, how many does this make? And they're saying, like, this is like the 10th this month. So Kuma is sending these rapid fire, trying to like make sure that Bonnie knows like his love, that he cares, that she's okay, that he's okay. Every time that she sees these letters, she rips them apart. She's just like, how mushy can you get? It's I hate it. 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 I don't know what it is, bro. Like when I see like characters like this, I don't know what it is, because like I want I'm gonna stay off. But like I see stuff like this and I just get so sick to my stomach, because like how terrible, how bad natured can you be to just like cause so much pain for someone? You know what I'm saying? I know it's your job, but like how did you even get to a point where you have this much hatred for someone? And in that letter he's saying like, one last thing, Bonnie, you're probably sick of me saying this. So this means he'd been writing it every single letter. I love you so much. I'll be sure to write again soon. What? And you are depriving this young girl, who is probably, I think, 9 years old now, making sure that she does not know that she's loved. Disgusting. And so Bonnie, like, being bored and just like tired of everything, she's like, yo, go, let's bar. She gets into her fruit power form, where she's like muscular and big. Yogo is literally like, yo, Bonnie, just trying to play my Jenga. Like, why don't you just leave me alone, bro? Like, I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm tired. Like, I was out in the field. I was out, like, doing some fishing, bro. I caught a big bass. It was really tiring. I caught a sea monster. You know what I'm saying? A sea king. Oh, why won't you just let me just rest, please? Let me just play some Jenga. I got a piece. Ah, there you go. Boom. Your turn, Bonnie. She just attacks him and just like gets up in his face. And then the agent comes in, busts open the door. She's just like, it's time for your medicine. And the Yogo and Bonnie were going at it. And then all of a sudden she just like, and agent's like, what was that? I could have sworn she was just huge, while Bonnie's like on top of Yogo, like all small in her regular form, where she's just like a young kid. And the reason they do this is because, like, they don't know these people. They don't know what they're about. Like, if they see this kind of ability, they're gonna want to do something with it. They're gonna like relay the information over to the world government, let them know what's going on. Bonnie has this ability, and they're just gonna be like, oh snap, we know that fruit, we gotta use that, or we gotta like have it. And they'll either like use her as a weapon, or they will just like flat out kill her so that they can like, manifest the new fruit, or like find it wherever it's gonna spawn. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my theory, I was talking about this with my friends, is that like the world government, the Gorosei, I would think that they have like this tree or garden that they grow these devil fruits, right? They're not gonna come naturally in this world. I think it was even said that they brought them down into this world. So I feel like they either have a tree or a garden that they grow these fruits, and they either distribute them, they throw them out, they throw the ones that they don't really care about out into like the world, or they keep the ones that they really like, prize. I'm not sure. Like, I think it's a good theory, but the way that it seems, the like who's gotten these devil fruits so far, it's hard to like, argue that they keep them in their possession, because I can't see them throwing out like, the like Whitebeard's fruits or Ace's fruit into the wild for them to just like automatically take and just like rom, but they did have those fruits. They had the pawpaw fruit and the hormone fruit. I think that's what it's called, like in terms of English, as like, prized possessions for the, what did they call it again? I forgot. The killing game, like what they did at God Valley. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what they call it, but I'm not gonna look it up. Now we go back to Vegapunk and Kuma in Science Division Lab 8, where Vegapunk's like, he's having these eureka moments again, and like he's creating so many new inventions, where, what's it called? Now we just have to lift the brain in lab using the clouds. He finally transferred his brain, I think, to, I'm not sure if he transferred them to different members yet, but he definitely like, took it out. Then we get to see Stussy, the better version of Stussy. I'm just saying right now, so She a keeper. She a keeper, bro. This version of Stussy, at least. Like, I'm like looking at, I'm just like, wow, like you're really human. You know what I'm saying? Because she's been with Vegapunk and Kuma as they're doing their tests and like, you know, programming this new pacifista transition and experiment. And she's saying, you know, like, I heard you're gonna lose your sense of individuality. I wonder which one of us has the most checkered fate, the human that lacks free will or the clone that doesn't. And it's kind of like a nice parallel. Like, she shouldn't be free, but like the fact that she is kind of strange, you know what I'm saying? And like Kuma's gonna be losing that freedom soon. And it's interesting to see them in the same room, because I didn't know that they really had that kind of connection. It might have been said before, but it's so interesting to see how important Stussy has become in terms of both her forms, the clone form and the real form. It's so interesting to see like how much they've grown. Now I'm really wondering, like, did they have a kid? Did Whitebeard and Stussy have a kid? Because the way that she was on Whitebeard that in that a few chapters back, and the way that, you know, she on Whitebeard Jr. just like, you know, I didn't raise you to be like this. Like, it's kind of like, huh, either you're delusional or this actually happened and you pulled it off. Heist of the century. But like, they're going through, you know, like, what should I expect? You know, Kuma's asking like, what should I expect when my personality is erased? Vegapunk's saying, I'll put it like this: you may already have a reputation for being totally obedient, but what would you do if you were asked to kill a child? And that's like really just like giving the severity of this situation, because if they tell you to do something, you're not even gonna bat an eye. You're gonna do it immediately. How was he sent to Thriller Bark for the Straw Hats? Or was that his free will? Did he do that of his own volition? And like, even so, like, now I'm thinking, if the world government had asked Kuma to take care, I don't think it definitely wasn't that. I think it was probably to take care of Moria. I don't even know, bro. Why was Kuma there? Now I'm really, really confused, because there's no reason why, the world government should interfere with Moria's, you know, intentions and dealings, his business. So there's no reason why they should be like saying like, you know, go help Moria to get rid of the Straw Hats. Because first off, I don't even think, no, they definitely knew who they were. My fault. Oh, wait a second. Maybe that's why. No, it can't be. I'm sorry. I'm like going on tangents right now. That being said, you should retain some degree of free will until the process is fully complete. That'll give you roughly 1 more year. You see, if they said like 2 or 3 more years, then I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. Because Luffy was 17. Yeah, Luffy was 17 by the start of the series. So like, wait, but he was 17. Okay, I think it's clicking. It's clicking. So like, you know, he was 16 now, and then he's 17 the next year, which is when he went into sail. And there was like, it wasn't a year past. But I think by the end of the year, at least, that's probably when, yeah. Oh, wait, no. Well, the end of the year is probably when Kuma had agreed to, like, you know, safeguard the Sunny for that amount of time. That was like 2 years, right? But he had asked Vegapunk to program that into him, so that was still like the free will. Oh my gosh, Oda, you are a goat. So now with this information that, you know, like, he's, you know, he only has 1 year of like free will, and he's probably gonna be losing all sense of self throughout the time. You know, he's writing another letter. Like, he's just like using all the time to let Bonnie know how he feels. With all this limited time, he's just, oh my gosh. And Stussy's loving this. It's so Stussy, you're so great. And Bonnie's almost 9. So Bonnie is 8. My fault. Wonder how big she's got, and he's writing this letter. This is her birthday, and he's like, I don't know when you'll get this letter, but happy birthday, Bonnie. I'm back at Vegapunk's lab. Things are busy around here. Oh my gosh. And she's never gonna receive this letter. She's never gonna receive it because of stupid agent, bro. Oh my gosh. Bonnie's celebrating her birthday as she's given this huge pizza. I don't get how she be ingesting these things. There's got to be some explanation. Well, was it Jenny ate a lot, but like, come on, like, she didn't eat this much. You know what I'm saying? No, she probably did. I'm not gonna lie. Jenny. Oh, I miss you, Jenny. But as everyone had finished celebrating, Bonnie took the time to just, you know, like, check the mail, see what's going on, if like there's anything there. It's her birthday too, and like, she got no letters from her dad, and she's just like, Dad, why didn't you send a single letter, especially on my birthday? You know that I'm 9 today, right? What's going on? Don't you know how old I am now? I'm getting emotional, bro. Oh, dang. Every single letter is being ripped apart. And, you know, Kuma still has a sense of self, but like, he's really like, besides Bonnie and Sorbet, He's trying to keep like all his attachments like as distant as possible because he's helping out the Revolutionary Army every once in a while, but like the moment he does it, he just goes away. He don't talk to nobody, he don't say nothing, no hand gestures or anything, no dap ups, no peace, just bye. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, people are literally like, Kuma-san, what's going on, bro? Like, we used to be tight back in the day. Dragon's just like, yo, I'm sure he's got his reasons, like, let him be, let him keep his business. We lose people every day. You don't see me going after him, you know what I'm saying? Remember Jenny? Not my problem. You know my son? Not my problem. I don't care. Remember Ivan? Not my problem. He can rot in that cell for all I care. You know what I'm saying? It's not my business. I just do the paperwork. What do you think I am? You think I'm getting in the field? No, sir. You don't even know my abilities. Does it have to do with wind? I don't even know. Maybe I just had a fan and I was blown in here. Okay, but we go back to Sorbet again, where we see Bonnie. Bonnie is finally cured. She's finally cured. No sapphire scale, nowhere to be seen. She is cured. She is healthy. She is able to leave. Not where this agent is being a total bitch one more time for the one time. No, for the 10 time. For the ever time. Like you're just the worst possible person to. Oh, I hate you so much. She reminds Bonnie like, yo. Well, we're supposed to keep you under surveillance. Like, you gotta stay put. No moving around, young lady. Like, stay where I can see you. Bonnie's like, yo, you lying. Vegapunk said I'd be good in a year. I can go out and see the sun. But she's so adamant about keeping her in this locked up church. But, like, yo, this old lady. Wait, what's her name again? Granny Connie. Granny Connie finally, like, lets everyone know, like, these guys are government intelligent agents. Like, they let it slip at a bar. The worst agents I've ever heard of, you know what I'm saying? They thought they was slick because it's just like a remote village, and it's just, no, not going down like that. Granny Connie is, like, starting up a plan for everyone, you know what I'm saying? So she's just like, you know what? It doesn't make sense. Makuma would not send a single letter, and also, you're a perfectly healthy young girl. Why would you be trapped in here for such a long time? It does not make any sense whatsoever. She's like, she's really plotting now. And Bonnie's like, yeah, you're right. My dad would never. He would send me all the letters he could. What's going on? There's got to be a problem. And Connie is like, I got a plan. I'm gonna send you up with Yo-Go and the others. You're gonna set sail and find your father. Bro, I had to go back for a second because I was really, really confused here. Because it sees Granny Connie saying goodbye to the government agent as she's like packing her things, going back to the palace. As she's doing this, like it's like oversaid basically, like in the past where Connie's explaining to Bonnie, like, your crew is gonna be Yo-Go and the other fishermen, which is kind of cool in a sense because like it's telling us, that you can only take this by ear, but the fact that like, Yo-Go and the others, they're not just normal dudes, they're strong, like Sea Kings will probably turn the moment that they see them, etc. I need to see it in real time because I've only seen Bonnie actually like do something. Plus, I have not seen them anytime recently, so they're either dead or they're like somewhere just like, Bonnie, where are you? Like, because I can see them like going crazy right now. Just like, Bonnie, where's my money? But yeah, this is the part where I had to go back because like as we see Connie like walking around, like it said, so this is the outside world. There's so much dirt and grass. Look at the sky. There's the sun, and I'm thinking like I'm looking at the bag that Connie's dragging. And I'm like, is Bonnie in there? How can she see out there? Did they like cut like a hole or something? And inside the church, like they're saying Bonnie's actually walking outside. It's a miracle. There really is a God, etc. I'm like, Bonnie? What are you talking about, Bonnie? And then I'm just like, it literally hits me. I'm like, oh, that's Bonnie. That's not Connie. That's Bonnie. Like, so I literally had to reread this whole thing again. So then it hit me in my feels when I saw like, so this is the outside world. There's so much. It's so beautiful because it's just like this is Bonnie's first experience outside, bro, and like there's no like consequences or anything, no sapphire scales growing or anything. She's just like totally relishing in nature. I'm like, yo, This is beautiful. There is a God, by the way. Amen. Hallelujah. As she's like silently making her way over, she finally finds the ship and she's like running over it, like, oh my gosh, hi guys, what's going on? I'm really outside. They're like, buddy, you're finally outside. And so then the agent, the B, Agent B, literally, she comes to the church and she's like, yo, where's Bonnie? What's going on here? And yo, I was almost kind of uncomfortable because Connie is so determined to make this plan work that she literally takes like a rag and puts it on over her because she gave Bonnie all her clothes. And she's like, what do you mean? It's me, Bonnie. You look at how cute I am. Ooh. Remember that old lady from Fairy Tale who like Miss Babaraga or something, and she jumped down from during the tournament arc. She jumped down in the middle of the arena and she's just like, ooh, shaking her hips and whatnot. That's exactly what I see right here. Disgusting. It makes me sick. And as they're setting sail, like, oh my gosh, we made the ship look like a pizza for you. And this Agent B is making her way towards the Lord. And Agent B is making her way towards the ship, running. Hold it right there. You think you can get away from me? I'll beat you to within an inch of your life. This part made me sick. She's just like, enough of this charade. I'll keep you chained up day and night. That'll make things much easier. Which I don't. And the Agent B be jumping through the air like boom, 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 boom. I forget what is that called? Soda? No. Wait, Soda? Skywalk. I'm so dumb. What's Soda? Oh, isn't it the you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys understood what that was, but like, yeah, I think you got the picture, right? And as they're seeing her fly over to them, Bonnie's looking at her fly, and she's reminding herself of what, like, her dad told her, like, hey, daddy, what did Nika look like? No one knows. And Bonnie jumps up into the air and oh my gosh, she starts using her fruit transforming as she's like winding up the biggest punch that she's ever gonna deliver. And Kuma's saying, but they say his body was all rubbery and there was no limit to what he could do in a fight. Oh, Bonnie's so excited hearing this story, and she delivers. And she said, give me a Nika-ish future. Wait, Nika? I'm sorry, but like, I already read this, and like, I'm looking back. I'm like looking at this, and I'm just like, give me a Nika-ish future. You gonna be like shopping for some milk, some Hennessy, some... I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm reading. I'm just like, something don't look right. But anyways, give me a nigga-ish future. She delivers this punch. She's boom. She knocks Agent B out. Oh, she looks mangled. Like disgusting. Oh my goodness. The government would soon receive word that their hostage Bonnie escaped to find her father. Like Luffy and the others, her vessel would gain fame. It would go from a humble fishing boat to an infamous pirate ship in the new era. Oh my gosh. Like, it's amazing, bro. It's amazing. I'm loving these backstory chapters. Break next week. Oh, I'm sick to my stomach. I didn't see that. But I'm literally I'm having a ball with these chapters, bro. They are literally so amazing, each and every one. I get so excited every single time. Like, it's like they're just showing us like so much of what we had just glazed over, what we didn't even think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that we would whenever the worst generation would come into play, right? Like, we would literally just say like, oh yeah, Bonnie's the weakest. Like, who cares about Bonnie? Like, Bonnie doesn't matter, etc., etc., etc. But like, it's the fact that like Bonnie is arguably like one of the most important characters so far, because like, it's not because like she's Kuma's daughter. That's a factor, but it's also the fact, like, she was a hostage for the world government. She escaped, so they're probably looking for her like crazy. So what I'm thinking right now, when Akainu had found her after she had gotten dogged by Blackbeard, first off, it's crazy that she's only 12 years old. Like, oh my gosh, bro. And just like such determination in such a young girl. It's crazy. It's crazy. She grew up so fast because she had to. But as I was saying before, she's so important because no, I was talking about Akainu. So what I'm thinking is when she got dogged by Blackbeard and Akainu came, waved the Blackbeard pirates off and met up with Bonnie. That's when, because they definitely got word from the world government to take Bonnie back to Marijois in order to like probably hold her hostage as well, because I don't think Kuma had nothing to do with it anymore, at least. But it's the fact that once they either bring Bonnie back just because she's such an important like person in terms of like world government, she was the one who escaped essentially, right? And she has a devil fruit that they very important to them. But it could be the fact that she's celestial dragon blood. So I don't know what would happen in that situation, because in terms of that, what do they even do with like lost children of celestial blood? Because I don't think there's necessarily anything special that they would do, right? It's just a theory. But someone like Shanks, like the thing is Shanks is able to like come to Marijois whenever it seems, but it's not like they're actively attacking the guy. Who else is celestial blood? Dofi, Corazon. I don't think that there's many else people with celestial blood who are like on the surface level. It's got to be important to them, like either keep it under wraps or like use her as some sort of weapon, but also I'm really looking forward to like what the next chapter is gonna bring, because like I don't know if we're gonna go straight back into the current time yet, because we might still have some backstory to go over. It's probably gonna have, well, actually, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's either gonna have the last moments of Kuma's sentience, or Bonnie finding him, or like discovering like what's going on with her father, etc., or either they go back into current time, because I'm pretty sure when the last time we saw Kuma in current time, that was when he was going against Akainu. So when he transported himself away, that either he transported himself, I would think that he transported himself over to, because he's been there already, he's gonna transport himself to Egghead in order to, I'm not sure if it's in order to save them or not, but like I can't really tell, because in that fact he probably doesn't have anything going really on his head, unless, because I think the only thing that's really like running through his head right now is Bonnie, because he's probably gaining that sentience back a little bit at least, right? Because there's no reason why he would be fighting against Akainu in the world government right now if he wasn't gaining that sentience back. It's so crazy. Like, I'm literally looking at the last panel, I'm looking at Kuma's face, his actual face and smile, and I'm thinking about what he looks like right now, like a total cyborg, like no emotion whatsoever. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. But I would think in the next chapter, if he does come to Egghead, Bonnie's gonna break down, because I'm pretty sure that's probably gonna be the last time that we see Kuma alive, if not in the next chapter after that, because he's not making it out of this. He's going to die. The last thing that Kuma sees will either be Bonnie or Luffy. Now, I think it's gonna be Luffy, because it's gonna be like a total representation of Nika. Like, he goes into Gear 5 and Kuma's gonna see that, and it's gonna kind of like bring him back, turn back the clock, and like completely like bring his mind back in, not completely, but enough to the point where he can say goodbye to Bonnie and say like, I've always loved you, I sent you so many letters, and explain the situation, let her know everything that was going on, and just, oh my gosh, it's gonna break me if that actually happens. But I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. But we gotta break, so we gotta wait week. Oh gosh, I need to see Dragon do something already. I'm tired of him just like staying on the sidelines. Just the day that Oda writes something about Dragon and him in the field, he better cook, because I'm gonna lose my mind if he's just like, I don't have any powers. I'm gonna be so sick. Anyways, y'all, let me know what you thought about the chapter. What do you think about Bonnie's backstory? What do you think about Kuma's backstory? How you feel about Deadbeat Dragon? And what do you think is gonna happen next chapter? Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all. Take it easy. Peace.